Hello, everybody. This session I'm dedicating to giving you the identification of Saeco brew groups. There are different kinds. There are at least about 7 or 9 different kinds of brew groups. But the one that has been bothering me a lot is because customers cannot differentiate between 2 specific brew groups. And they are used in the Incanto models. And the difference between the 2 is very distinct, but it's very difficult for a customer to notice that. We have explained it on the website, what the difference is between the 2, but I'm taking the liberty to show you how these 2 brew groups are different. The brew group here is used in the Incanto models, and I can give you the example of my mind, the Incanto series and Incanto Deluxe, Incanto Rondo. They use this brew group, which is with the grooves here for the fingers to hold it, grab it, and then the push button. The Teflon tube outlet for the espresso comes through the faucet in the front, and that particular faucet has a knob to adjust the extraction pressure. And if the pressure is increased, the outflow of espresso will be slower and stronger. And that is where they are offering this option to increase the strength of coffee coming out. So this is the Teflon type. And if you notice, the one factor that I'm trying to point out, this valve is common, but the funnel is very low wall. If you see from the side, the funnel height is barely about half an inch. And the top view is like this. Now in the other one, it has been used in the same model, the Incanto Deluxe, this one, which has about 1.5 inches tall funnel for the coffee to feed in. Now this one has everything else the same. The sign, the grip for the hand to hold this, the outlet is Teflon, and the front door, the faucet has a knob to adjust the strength of espresso coming out, but the height of the funnel is tall. And when we sell this for a machine model that uses the low funnel, this will not go in. And when we sell this instead of this, then that also is too low, and the coffee, when it is filling it, it sprinkles all around it. So both ways, it has to be very specific for the model. And I have differentiated these 2 on every entry on my website, shop.partsguru.com. So please look at the large view of the display there. And I have given 2 side by side, crossed out one, so that you know that is not being ordered or that will not be shipped. So you can pick and choose what is in your machine. Be sure to order the one with the tall funnel or the low funnel, whether the outlet is a Teflon tube or any other. And I will display you the other third type. This was only to demonstrate the height of the funnel. The third type is where the coffee comes out with a rubber funnel here. It's soft rubber, and that is where the coffee comes out. It connects to an outlet tube that drips the coffee into the cup. But this particular type has tall funnels. It has never been with the low funnel, and it does not have the adjustment for making the coffee strong. So these are the 2 major differences in these, one with the Teflon tube outlet, the other one with the rubber funnel outlet. You have to watch that also, what type of brew group is in your machine. So please notice these differences and order the brew group that is in your particular machine. I cannot make a statement, all these models will have this type, and all these models of Saeco machines, they will have this model. It is a confusing game, and I request you to be sure what is in your machine and order it accordingly. Now, the difference in some cases where they have called me for problems that the brew group doesn't go in properly and doesn't lock in, the machine is reminding them that the brew group is not in. That happens because the brew group is not inserted properly. And properly means the brew group presence is not registered in the electronic board. That happens, there is a switch. If you remove the brew group, in the middle wall of the machine, there is a coin slot that allows the pin. This is the pin that is coming out. It goes in when you are pushing the brew group inside the machine to seat it well. This has to be pushed up like this. It is in the up position. When you slide this in, there is a little ledge there, and that will push the pin here to drop this. When this pin drops, then there is a switch inside that slot that will be activated by this pin only when it drops. But if it is not raised before you insert it, then it will be in the lower position and it will not activate or not even go in all the way to seat itself. So the sign for properly seating this brew group will be, first push this push button on the right side. What it does is, when you push that, it locks the pin on the up position and it will stay there. That is the correct way to insert the brew group. Before you insert it, you push this lever to the right so that it raises up and locks it. And when you push it inside, then, as I explained before, this pin will drop, activate the switch to let the machine know that the brew group is in place correctly, and it will make the espresso. Here in this other type with the rubber funnel is also the same thing. All of the brew groups really have this kind of a cork that will rise up and stay there until the ledge will push it in the bottom and drop this. Now that's a simple mechanism, and once this has dropped, if you pull the brew group gently, it will not come out. That is how you make sure that it is seated well, and it will not show you the sign brew group missing. Or if there is no LED display, then you will have a red light coming on to say something is wrong, and that you have to figure it out. Either the drip tray is out and not properly seated in, the dump box is not properly seated in, or the brew group is not seated in. Thankfully, all fully automatic machines have a power switch in the door. When you have the door open, it will be without any power, and you cannot operate the machine. So that's another thing that you need to remember. So between all these three, you have seen there are differences. Two of them are with the Teflon tube outlet that can be adjusted for pressure to make it stronger or lighter espresso. One with the rubber spout outlet that does not have the adjustment for strong or weak espresso, but it has to be the same kind that you have so that it can connect the outlet to serve the coffee in the cup. Thank you for watching. I'll be back again with some more information and educational videos. Thank you.